Brace the pain like I'm Nagato. Got no father like I'm Naruto. Keep the blade on me, Ichigo. Who really wanna go toe for toe? GTR from Tokyo. Diamonds whipping up on the stove. Lucky man like a 4-leaf clove. Diamonds wanna go and beat the
Hello guys, it's your boy Nagato and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I have a very quick tutorial to show you guys on how to basically control your fan speeds and also just your regular PlayStation 3 temperature by using this program called Webman Mod. Most of y'all probably already have it installed, but for those who are getting into the jailbreak scene a little bit late, this tutorial I do recommend for people especially with fat PlayStation 3 excuse me, not PS2s, fat PlayStation 3s. You may be asking yourselves, why is this even relevant in 2019? If y'all guys ever own a fat PlayStation 3, you know that they have really bad problems and cooling down in the system. A lot of PS3s back in the day had the yellow light of death syndrome. They also had problems just with overheating and shutting off. You may get the red light and your PS3 may not boot up and stuff like that. Also, just having your PlayStation 3 at a cool temperature, depending on where you live. Like if you live in the hotter side of the United States, like in Arizona or something, you may have to crank up that fan as opposed to somebody that lives in New York or something. But with that being said, like I like to say in all my videos, I'm going to get into the prerequisites. So first things first, what you need of course is a modded PlayStation 3. In this case I'm using my super slim, not super slim, I'm using my regular slim 4.84 on Dex. Anything I'm saying and all the links will be in the description below. You'll also need this package file which will be in the description called Webman Mod. This is the latest version as of 4/20/2019. Also what you need is a USB drive that is formatted to FAT32. Doesn't matter if it's a 2.0 or 3.0 USB hub. But with that being said, we're going to go straight into the tutorial. So first things first, go ahead and plug in your USB. Go ahead and make sure that your USB is showing up on your screen. What you want to do now is go ahead and right click and go into properties, and the reason why we're doing this is to try to verify if your thing is on FAT32. If it's on FAT32, great, you're one step ahead in this portion of the tutorial. But if it's not, don't worry, don't panic, I got you. What you want to do now is go ahead and right click, go all the way down to format, and then where it says file system right here, there's 3 options. If your thing says NTFS or exFAT, just go ahead and toggle over to FAT32, and then you can leave the allocation unit size the same or default allocation size. The volume label doesn't matter, you can name it whatever, and then you go ahead and toggle over to hit quick format and then start. But before you hit OK guys, if you do have any important files or pictures onto your flash drive, please be sure to back it up before doing that process. But then once you have your stuff backed up or whatever, go ahead and hit OK, and then your USB should be on FAT32. The next step, what you want to do is go ahead and drag and drop and just copy it over to your USB thumbstick. It shouldn't take too long. The package is literally 5,000 kilobytes, so it should take instantly. And then once that's done, go ahead and safely eject your USB flash drive. You never ever want to just rip it out, even though I have a tendency of doing that too when I'm trying to get things done fast. But it's always a good idea that you safely eject, only due to the fact you don't want any corrupted files. Once you're done with that, we're basically done with the PC portion of this tutorial. What you want to do is go ahead and get your modded PS3 booted up, and then we're going to install this package file, and then I'm going to get more into detail on what we need to do. So I'll meet y'all guys back on the PS3. Alright guys, so once you're back onto your PlayStation 3, what you want to do is go ahead and sign into whatever user. And now once you have your USB that's formatted to FAT32 inside your PlayStation 2 along the Webman package, what you want to go to now is go ahead and go to package manager, go to the second option here called install package files, and then go to the third option since your package file is on the root, and then you should see all your PKGs that's on there. In this case you don't have any of the other PKGs since I only linked you to the Webman Mod one, so that's the only one you need for this tutorial. Go ahead and install it. It's just asking me to reinstall since I already had it previously installed, but that's fine. It may take a little while since it's trying to copy over to the dev HDD0, aka your hard drive. But once it's done, what you want to do now is go ahead and scroll upon to it and then read the instructions as stated. So if you want the full version, guys, go ahead, once you click X, hold down L1 for the whole time, and then what will happen is your PlayStation 3 will restart. Or if you want the light edition, so for example you press X and then you hold X again, it will install the light edition of Webman Mod. I'm gonna skip that step just for this tutorial since to save time, and also my capture card does something a little funny and the video gets choppy and stuff. But what you want to do, guys, once your PS3 is rebooted back up, and it will automatically do it, you should get this subfolder right here called Webman Games, and this is where all the magic really happens. So once you get Webman Games back onto your XMB, go ahead and hit X, and then you could go to Webman Setup, and then you'll see a bunch of options. So if you want to block PSN servers and all that other stuff, you could go ahead and read through that once you have it installed. But the option we're going to focus on today is really not the fifth option. This is the fastest way to get to the temperature, but the best way on how to do this in my personal experience is to go to PS3 Webman Setup, because the way how they have the temperature settings is in like hex form, so it may not be for everyone. But the easiest way is right here. By hitting that, you can go ahead and enable dynamic fan control by hitting this, and then you could basically set your speeds to everything. So as of right now, if I put my fan speed to, I don't know, 70, you'll hear my fan kick in. And if I hit save, so that's how you would do the fan control. As you hear, my PlayStation 3 sound like it just took off, you know, one of the airlines, and that's essentially how you would, you know, basically, excuse me, change, you know, your temperature and also your fan settings on your PS3. This is just for tutorial purposes. You know, set it to however you guys feel like you would need to set your PlayStation 3 as. But with that being said, my name is Nagato and I'm signing out. Thank you guys for watching.